Yeah, we good. We
Bro,
good. We good. There ain't nothing.
robbery.
Yo, yo, she. So the first thing I want to say to you, first of all, congratulations. You know what I mean? You in the semifinals, one more win. You'll be at
Mhm,
Gnome 12 for that 100K. Um,
mhm,
I've seen somebody do what you did so far in the tournament. I
mhm.
mean, they go by the name of Rum Nitty. So for the people that don't know, seed happens in the first two rounds in this tournament has had rematches. He battled None like I want to say 3 months prior, and
March 5th.
March 5th, which is crazy. You know what I mean? At least
Mhm.
with Rum, his spin arounds on the block was like 2 years, 3 years, and I mean
Yeah, that. Yeah,
maybe
that.
at
Yeah,
least a
that.
2 year minimum. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
saying
that.
that as a
Yeah,
battle rapper. If I
yeah,
just
that.
battled the nigga and I gotta come back and think of more shit 90 days when I had a real battle. You know what I mean? It'd be
Yeah,
different.
that.
It'd be different when you got a 2-on-2 or like when I did some BT shit because you could kind of
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
format
yeah,
it
yeah.
different. But if you had a real URL battle, that's crazy to have to come back. So you did that with None. Then you
Mhm,
battled True Foe last year in the Ultimate
mhm.
Madness setting, which was crazy too. But
The thing, not to cut you off too. I
yeah.
don't know if you do this DNA, but like, sometimes we got rollover rhymes. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like the rhymes that didn't quite make it. So when I battle somebody or whatever like that, I usually take all the generals and the universal rhymes I can apply to anybody else. If I didn't use it, I'll take that, but I delete because I have no plans of battling them no more. So
Yeah.
when I got the rematch, I'm like, this is a lesson to me to never delete any type of notes. Like period. I'm not going to delete any type of notes or any type of references because I never would have thought that me and None would have had a rematch that quickly, type of thing. So
Facts.
I cleaned up my notepads, like, all right, I might be able to use this and that. So all the rollover rhymes that I didn't use for None, they was washed. Like they was washed. And I'm like, fuck. So the same thing happened with True Foe, man. But this is redemption for me, man. Redemption for me. I'm not supposed to be here at all, man. Not
Yeah.
supposed to be here at all.
Now let me say this: going
That's
into this battle, right when I'm watching it, right, and like Calico was saying this, and I agree. He said you and True showed signs of veteranism. You know what I mean when y'all battled, and for me, what you was taking a negative into a positive. Now I mean it was 100% for sure when you had that None bar. You know what I mean that's gonna rock the room because that was the topic surrounding like one of the biggest topics surrounding week one in Ultimate Madness. But when we go into the battle, his first round, when I'm watching it, he came out the gate firing. So I'm like, is he
Sheet
gonna
is in
rock?
trouble.
Yeah, Sheet is in trouble. Is he gonna ride off this momentum with Geechee and then, yo,
Hmm.
the first four that you just started the battle off with from there on, I said it on my show. I said that to me that was the performance of your life. Like that's the best I seen you all around. Everything like delivery,
That's right.
performance,
That's right.
scheme, punches, like angles, connecting with it. Like what was like your mindset going into that? Like aside from the 100K in the tournament, but just like it just looked like you was on like I know that I see that like when somebody got that tunnel vision, stay away
Hmm.
from them. Like I've had it before. I
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
other
yeah.
battle rappers with it. Like what was your process going into this?
Well, my thoughts was actually, it's very simple driven. I know in this game right now that the way other battle rappers look at you, like as far as like you're measured about who you lost to. So,
Mm-hmm.
say for instance, DNA clears True Foe, and I lost to True Foe twice. DNA is going to say, "You can't even talk to me. You see what I
Mm-hmm.
did to True Foe? You lost to him twice. Don't even talk to me." I don't want somebody to walk around with that type of power saying, "Hey, I won twice and on two different stages, on two different levels. I beat you on the playground and in the stadium playoffs."
Mm-hmm.
It's like two different environments. What the fuck am I about to say to you? So it's like sometimes it's really humbling. As much as you want to say something, you can't beat the facts. So as far as none, not even to be. I swear to you, I'm not doing this. But just the nigga side of me is like, you're not about to let this white boy beat you twice. Like you're not about to do that. Like you're not like no, you're not about to do that. Like just the nigga side of me.
Yeah.
For Truffaut, it was like, man, all he got is conviction, fool. So he can't rap better than you. He's not better than you. It's like you gonna let the fact that stuff happen in his life, nigga, stuff happen to you. Stuff happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Go there with him. Go there
Yeah.
with him. Bring him into your world. And if along the process you bring other people with you, then that's the goal right there. So as far as my first bars, when I started off that way, you are right. Matter of fact, DNA, I messaged you. You was like, yo, I want to bring you on the
Yeah.
show after the Nun Nun shit. And I was like, yo, all due respect, DNA, it's nothing I can say to sway the people. The
Yeah.
people
That's
have
a fact.
already spoke. My words will never be as loud. The only thing that I will be fueling is my opponent. He will be able to
Mm.
dissect a lot more things. You know what I'm saying? That's going on. I'm looking at it like, all right, I'm not going to get this nigga more ammunition. I'm not going to give him more ammunition. I'm going to just let him prepare however he want to prepare. So between that, I just kept my mouth closed. I knew in my last battle when he wrapped his first round, this was like a do-over. I actually thought about going first, but I said, you know what? I kind of rock a little better after you punch me in my mouth. Like, oh, sorry,
Yeah.
okay, bet. Let me do this. The last time he went first, he set the bar so high with his energy. So I knew with this round, he was going to do the same. The
Yeah.
problem that I had my last round when I went against him was I had a long intro. And when somebody is off break fire like that, they want you to match that momentum immediately. I had a long intro, and in tournament forms, long intros can really make you or break you if you don't have a nuclear bomb after that intro. It got to be boom. It got to be your special move, and it did not land.
Yeah.
If that first bar does not land, your
You're in
next
trouble.
bar has to tear off the roof, and it
Oh,
didn't. And
yeah.
my confidence shot. My
Yeah,
confidence shot.
you're confident get shot, and this ain't a go home dissect what he says. This is I have to win in the moment. So now it's two things against you. Because before it was just the judges. Now it's the crowd. Because as much as people say they not going off the crowd, you are. So when they not reacting and it's just dry, that's gonna fuck you up in terms
Right,
of you winning.
right.
And then the judges like, well, this shit ain't hitting, something's off. That's gonna fuck you up. Now the bars that stood out for me was that Hooters bar and the four direction, and that's because it's like, now I don't know if that's true, but I do know Black Compass is around. I know the actual compass, and then that shit is in four directions. Like bars like that to me is always the craziest because they connect on so many levels, and then your whole third.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
your
yeah.
whole third, like everything, like for me, it'd be the transparency. Everything you said in the post interview, it aligned with your performance and your third round of, you know what I mean, why you need that money, what's going on in your life, what your situations are, to why you that way. Like that's when, you know what I mean, the levels is up here because, you know what I mean, what you saying is matching the material. Some niggas know how to talk better than they know how to battle. You could hear a nigga
Right.
talk and be like, yo, if only this nigga could translate what he's saying in this interview in the actual battle, he'll be dangerous. For me, your performance was so stellar because everything you were saying was coinciding with the performance.
I appreciate that. I took the time to really do that. Help me if you can. It's a movie with Will Smith, and he's rocking with the girl who played in Wolf of Wall Street, and she also played in Suicide Squad. But he's in this movie where he's a con artist. He's a con artist, and one of his biggest moves at the end of the movie, one of his biggest plays, he kind of tricked this Asian dude into betting heavy on something that he planned the entire day. The
I think
entire day.
everybody in the chat saying is focus. I think that's what it is.
Focus. It's
Yeah.
focus. He planted a number in his head the entire day. What I did with this was I knew the robbery was going around. Robbery. So what I did was I dressed up as an inmate on the face-off.
Yeah.
I robbed none, right? I turned it into merch.
Fire.
I
Fire, I need that.
I planted it. So I went over the top so my first bar can hit. Like that. I promise you, I went that far into thinking about it. It's like once I know that once I said this in my UM4 promo, my confidence shoots when I get my first bar lands. And if my first DNA, if your first bar land and you know you got some more shit, your confidence goes through.
Oh yeah, you out the roof.
Similar to, you just bought a blazer, some new red bottoms. Right when you touch the scene, somebody said, I see you, boy. Oh, you didn't even hit the party. You didn't even hit the party. It's like, what? The party? Oh, I'm about to kill this motherfucker. It hurts when you hit the party and nobody say a goddamn thing. It's
oh,
like,
yeah,
man,
when niggas skip over that fresh haircut with that outfit, nigga feel crazy. I got two more questions for you. Somebody in here asked, can you explain the stove bar? I think that was in your third.
My eyes fucked up. that Stove has eyes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Stove has eyes as well. So when I said my eyes fucked up, but my stove worked more so like yo, I said that I sold the line before that, man. I was saying that, man. I got people that's locked up, and I put so much money at one time, man. It was my lady, my man's, both of my brothers all locked up at the same time, like type of thing. And it was at times that I had to click over for another jail call, like type of shit like that. And it's like, yo, man, I getting jail calls at the jail calls, books at the books. So I was saying I put so much money on books. I can tell you which kiosks don't work.
That was
my
crazy.
eyes fucked up. My eyes fucked up, but my stove work. Get back to it. I was saying all the things.
Yeah, like after all of that happened, you still gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. I can cry all I want to, but I gotta get back to it. Type of shit like that. So that's what I meant by that.
Your
part.
pen, like I spoke to Rain, know what I mean, and he was saying let the record reflect, because he said he didn't catch that when he first watched the Nun joint. He said he had to go back. Like you being able to take the street concepts and incorporate that with a pen. Know what I mean?
Yeah, that went over a lot of people's heads, man. When I said they found residue on his crates, his tapes, they scraped 3 grams alone off his cassettes, and on his turntables was fish scale on the vinyl. Now let the record reflect, fish scale reflect.
But what made it crazy is that you added in the, know what I mean?
Yeah, little inflections, man.
Yeah.
I kind of go above and beyond, man. They already saying that well, I see what you're doing with that, but JC gonna send you home.
Yo, watch this. That was my next question and my last question for you. Not only are you, know what I mean, because it's been an uphill situation for you the whole tournament, so I know it's not gonna be nothing that's unfamiliar. With None, they called it a robbery. With True going into it, he came off of beating Geechee, so you know what I mean, the expectations was he was gonna, you know what I mean, advance past you. And now with JC being a fan favorite, also being something that's deadly with the pen, like before you get out of there, don't give too much of the game plan, but how do you, know what I mean, go into this battle with knowing all of that to get to know him, to get to closer to that 100,000?
I'm embracing it all. They said I'm going home. I'm about to be on the couch. So we at IKEA. We looking for couches. I'm gonna go ahead and pick out something. I'm embracing all the hate. Like, you think so? Okay, bet. I'm gonna turn you to a believer too. And I think the best thing about it is shutting people up, man. I'm hearing like, that's the thing I love about constructive criticism. Constructive criticism, when it's time to give up flowers, you don't feel that bad, because it's like, yo, I didn't dog you. I said my actual opinion, and I thought you can do better. But to the people who was dogging me, like, man, what the fuck, man? Fuck all that, man. He's a clown. He's a Disney character. All these other type of shits. And then it's like, now when I just cleared Truffaut, it's like, yeah, she got it. It's like, yeah. It kind of hurt, don't it? Because you got to bite your own words, man. Especially if you are documented on camera,
saying it, because you can't go back. Yeah, you
can't go back, man, unless you want to lose some views. But you don't want to do that either. You don't have no more credibility. So that's the satisfying thing about this whole thing. Just watching people. I save retweets. And my first promo with None, I was actually putting out actual tweets from people, actual comments from people. They were saying, "You're going home. You're washed. This and that. Bet. I embrace it all, man."
Now I'm looking forward to it. Just on like I said, some battles for me be where it be two people that I personally like. When I'm crafting up for a battle, that I'm like, I get inspired. And like, now I mean, you ain't been around as long as, you know what I mean, me or JC or the others, but like, just what you've done in this short amount of time from a pen aspect, and
I'm gonna see you, DNA.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna see. Hey, DNA, you don't even know we got a story. You don't know we have a story.
Word?
A story. Yeah, we do. We got a story.
Okay.
I'm the last PG, literally.
Okay.
I'm literally the last PG. Me and Murder were the last PG.
You said that. You said that when you was on here with Murder. That is a fact. You did say that. So look,
you the PG killer. You got to kill the last person.
So look, right? I just said this on the show. I said, yo, after he had that performance, just as long as which I believe you not win or lose with JC, I feel like you gonna do what you got to do. After that, you know me, man. I'm not these other niggas. I'm definitely.
I know.
Because I'm a fan, so I like what you do. Where I'm like, yo, I gotta test myself. Yeah, I gotta test myself in there. But for sure, man. After the JC battle, I'ma definitely tap in with you. see how that
Yeah.
goes. But yeah, that shit is one, like I said, that's a rappers battle. It's gonna be
I
shit that's said in
appreciate
there that only, you know what I mean, the niggas that appreciate what's going on is going, you know what I mean, take from that like, wow, that's what he said, that's what he said. So
appreciate that.
best of
Appreciate
luck
that, man.
on that journey, you know what I mean?
My
And
man, my man.
we gonna holler
Appreciate you,
back
man.
then. Good looking for pulling up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Site everythingtrophy.com will be up Friday, available for merch and everything. Everything's going to go this Friday. Make sure y'all log in, man. I appreciate you being there. Get money, drink water.
Yes, sir, got you. I just wrote it in the chat, so know what I mean, they could go there on Friday.
Appreciate you, man. That's love, man. Hit me hit my line, fool.
Got you.